purpose of this video is to teach you a little bit about something called styles, which are built-in formats that you can quickly apply to your text. We're continuing with the document from a previous video where you can see I've typed in a few addresses. You'll notice here after I hit the enter key that you have this spacing between the two lines. And the reason for this is it's sort of built into Word that after every paragraph, because remember this is a paragraph, this is a paragraph, this is a paragraph, anywhere you hit the enter key is in effect a paragraph, right? So after this paragraph, if I look on the layout tab here, I'll see that it has this spacing after set to 8 point. And what that means basically is that that increases or decreases the amount of spacing between the paragraph. So if I were to increase this, you would see how that would grow, and if I would decrease it, you would see how it would shrink up, right? So if it were set at 0 point, that would mean there's no spacing between those two, right? So by default, though, it's set at this 6 point, 8 point. It's set at 8 point. It doesn't really matter. So the purpose here of a style is that a style will apply a built-in format. And the style that they teach in this chapter is called the no spacing style. So watch what happens. I'm going to select these two lines because I want to basically set no spacing. So I want that spacing to be set at 0 point after Mickey Mouse and after Main Street. Notice I'm not selecting this last line because I only care about the spacing between these two lines because it's the spacing after that I'm going for. So I'm clicked on the Home tab, and over here in the Styles area, this very first one is called No Spacing. Watch when I move my mouse pointer to it, it shows basically what it's going to do, which is take out that additional spacing. I haven't even clicked on it yet, but because this is a live preview feature, it's actually showing you what it would look like if you applied that style. So we'll be learning in future chapters about styles like heading 1, heading 2. You can see that if I move my mouse pointer over these various ones, they apply different formatting. So for this chapter, though, the only one I believe you need to know is this no spacing. So I'm going to click on no spacing, and then I'm going to verify when I click on my layout tab that it has in fact changed the spacing after the 0 point. And I want to do the same thing to my inside address here. So I'm going to click on these two lines, and you can see that the spacing after is set at 8 point before I click it. And I come over here and I pick no spacing, and then I verify I can see it that there's no spacing. But if I go to layout, I'll see that in effect what it did was just change my spacing to 0 point before and after. So you oftentimes will also need to do this in a letter. So if, let's say I'm typing sincerely, and note that typically you want room to sign your address. So you would actually hit enter twice there, okay? And if I hit enter here and I just say, president, let's say. And if I wanted to have no spacing between, say, here and here, I would click that signature line and then go up to home, and I'd set it to no spacing, and that would take care of that. So you will need to know this for the greater part and for your bookwork, so I just wanted to review how no spacing styles work. But we will be looking more and more at styles because they're actually a very powerful part of Word, having that built-in format. So hope you enjoy learning it, and see you in the next video.